Hey, what's up, guys? Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm your host, Sean, and we are going to crack open a $25 box of weird Lincoln sets. It's weird because it's in a freaking potato chip box. Yeah, my wife picked this up at Chase earlier this morning, and this is how it came. And whoever put this together must have, I don't know, had some of the String and Sons or, one of those boxes. And they've engineered this puppy to fit exactly $25 in pennies. Okay, so here's the thing right off the bat that I did catch. It looks like half of them are 2018 Ds, and then you have the other half that are obviously customer wrapped. Okay, this is an interesting lot that someone had turned in. So if you ever wanted to know what exactly a dump looks like, jeez, just got started and I put way too much butter on my hands. Yeah, the black marker is an indication of that. However, this is interesting. So all of the end rolls on each one of the exposed ends show a 2018 D, but let's go ahead and take a look at this first roll of these coins here in the String and Sons wrappers, and you will plainly see a different story to the whole thing. See that old end roll coin there? So yeah, I'm having a heck of a time, guys, as you can see. I shouldn't have put all that lotion on my hand. Yeah, that's what it is. So anyways, everything in this roll is, it's sneaky. It's awfully sneaky because that's what came out of it. The interesting part is that they're not 2018s. Okay, yay me! I think that's, first and foremost, that's a win because, what else can you do other than flip those things? So this one roll here, by the way, is all zinc coins, right? Yeah, so that doesn't exclude it from being searched, obviously, but yeah, so we're going to start out with that. All right, so that's the exposed end NF string recycled rolls, and then we have these other customer wrapped rolls, which feature copper, all pre-82 copper cents. Now, what reasoning do we have of this? Well, it's obviously a bank dump, okay? And all the rolls have this black marker. I don't know if that's done at the bank or by the customer. I have a feeling it's a customer mark, just to let them know that that was their coin that they dropped off. However, this group right here is all of these, as a matter of fact. I actually went through a couple rolls already. These are all copper. So someone did me a huge solid. Even though I don't hold on to copper coins at this moment, I actually returned about $600 face in copper pennies. And I know some of you out there actually hoard these things, and that's fine. Melting is not legal as of yet. But yeah, we're going to take a stroll through all these coins and see what we have. Let's, are there full solid, rolls of wheats? Can we expect any varieties to mention? So yeah, right, let's do this. So this is that first roll of zincs and nothing enterprising. Of course, I'm going to put aside the obvious dates in here. See, 89D. Let me clear a little bit of space here. I was excited to get started on this, and yeah, didn't do a good job maintaining my work area. So 2002. Yeah, someone went a little nuts with the sorting and everything like that. So I don't know what we're going to expect, but I don't know if I'll go through the whole box in one shot. because obviously I take my time on these. So if you want to spend approximately 3-4 hours going through all this mess, then all the more power to you, I guess. Let me know if that's your thing. So there's a 92. Could there be a close AM behind there? Nope, no such luck. See, naked eye, you can see the the width between the A and the M, which lets us know that is not a cam. Yeah, I'm not holding on to any 17s or anything of that nature. If I see 95s and 69Ss and, the normal dates that I typically put aside, because what I'll do is I'll group them by their respective dates that I know has some sort of variety in there, and then I'll go through them with a fine-tooth comb. But anyways, that is the first Zincoid roll. So I saw this one. It's got an interesting kind of like anomaly of some sort above the date there. It looks like a clash. It's very interesting, as a matter of fact. It is not a plating blister, because I scraped my fingernail, not scraped, but I slid my fingernail across that, and it is certainly raised. So I don't know exactly what we have here, but I'll have to take a closer look. So I don't know if it's a clash or not. Right there, you see it. Looks like it could be Lincoln's head. Could be a double-struck coin, maybe. I don't know. So, trying to repack, for crying out loud, these NF String and Sons rolls is a complete waste of time, guys. Why do people even do that? Jeez. Oh boy. Okay. Shields. Lots and lots and lots of shields. 2002 was the earliest in that one. 92. Right there. Whoop. Wide AM. Man. It just wasn't meant to be. Just wasn't meant to be. So, it's 95. That is not a double die. It's 85D. Yes, you guessed it right. I am actually looking through, 84D has a nice double die obverse. So I'll put that aside. 95D also has a very valuable double die obverse, although that coin looks like crud. Here's two 99s in there. Could we have a wide AM? That would be a negative on both. Too much, not enough space between the A and the M. Yeah. Are those coins still trading for $100 to $200, guys? The 99 whams? 83D. Of course, I'll be looking through these for that double die obverse, the extended earlobe version. That one doesn't have it, but it's a good looking coin with a little bit of a spot. So, yeah, I'm pulling out 95Ds, 84D. See what we get there. Yeah, apparently there's been a few newer, nicer double dies that have come out of the woodwork for those middle 80s coins. Here's a nice 83D. Jeez. And to think you can still find coins that look like this in circulation, albeit it does have a few spots on the reverse, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, when I'm roll hunting like this, I generally don't talk to myself. You guys are probably wondering, does he just jibber jab all day long? No, I don't. 83D right there, that's in really nice shape. with a spot. Of course, there's a spot. I would only be as lucky to find one with a spot. 82 and a 92D. Do we have a cam? Whoop. No. Wide am on that one. There. Yeah, that spacing in between the A and the M on those is very telling. Okay, there's no, oh yeah, I need to grab my 400 times magnifier. You know right away if it's wide or close. Yes, and I would still love to find one, guys. That's for sure. They're still valuable. So, 2000D. By the way, 2000D, there is a nice double die reverse that you could see right in one of the stalls of the Lincoln Memorial. There's nice 89, 88D. I'll put that aside to see if we can find a transitional reverse. That's where you have the modified FG initials on the back. So, yeah. So how's your guys' Saturday afternoon? You guys doing anything eventful? Are we still in the midst of a cold snap through most of the country? Well, we've been getting inundated with rain here recently, in the last day or two. There's another 92. Let's see here. Fix the light. And this is a wide. No such luck there. 85, 2015. 89D. Or how about this? I'll split up the video in two. If you're on this video long enough to know that this is going to be a long video because I am date sorting. There's 98. I can't tell. That is a close AM, which is the typical. Then you'll know that you'll probably come across maybe 3 or 4 ads because I'll do one every 10 minutes. So yeah, as always, you can skip through those. Oh, it's liberating to be free from the paper prison. 92. Whew. That's a wham. That one right there, look at that. The zinc bubbles on there for a coin that looks so nice is just gnarly. Oh, wow. Ugly. That's a copper. Found a copper. Someone did not do as they're told there. 84D. Put that one aside. Another 84D. Nice one. 83D. Yeah, some of these I'm going to have to actually get the old magnifier out and see what we got there. But 84D. 86D. Man, there's some nice coins in here. Some of those middle 80s dates, which are tougher and tougher to find in this kind of condition. But this one right here, it doesn't look too half bad. Yeah, I might actually, let's see if that's an upgrade in my, there's another 84D. And yeah, that is a copper. Did the good old drop test there. So might as well keep them together. I'm gonna put them with their little copper friends. There's 85D, 83D, 92D. That is not a cam. Hopefully the speed of sorting through the coin works for you guys. It's not my ideal way of going through the dates because I know I'm being, there's an 84D. I'll put aside. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, it's not my ideal way of going through this, but since I know I'm being videoed, I wanted to kind of just roll along here and not freeze frame it too much. Looking at one coin for 10 minutes because that, yeah, drives some of you batty. That's okay. That's fine. But 2000D. There's a big old spot on the back. Not surprisingly, there's another copper. Not surprisingly, the zincs, man, they rot really fast. It doesn't take much for them to develop spots and, you know, all sorts of maligned issues, I guess. Yeah, I'm bumping into the camera stand here. 2006, 2088, but it's too scratched up. Even if it was a transitional reverse, it wouldn't be worth anything in that condition. So 84D. Yeah, if you guys haven't looked at it, 2011. So there are double dies that do exist for that particular date, so I'll put that aside. There's actually a number of them, but yeah, the 84D double die obverse is actually very impressive. If you haven't seen one in person or online, you ought to check it out. It's phenomenal. So 91. Another 83, but I don't see the doubled ear on that one. Hopefully you guys like my setup on this coin roll hunting video than on the previous. I've been trying different methods, and now that I have this new stand, it makes it just a little bit easier, which is good. You know, it gives us a little bit more flexibility on being able to go through these rolls a little bit better. You know, kind of like how everyone else does it on YouTube. So I wanted to be part of that mix of folks that actually, you know, gives a care about the presentation of their coin roll hunting videos. So there, the 95D, put that one aside. Yeah, the Shield Sense, unless it's a Philly dated coin, that's like a 2010, 11, 12, 13, I believe 14 and 15, where there's another copper, where there's double dies that can exist. Typically, I'll just run right by them. There's an 84. Oh, 88D, nice. Yeah, the 1988 Philly and Denver, you can find the transitional reverse, the FG with the large serif on the G, and that's a telltale sign that you do have that. Whereas the other ones, there's 95D. The other ones will not have that big, huge serif on there. 84D. I'm amassing quite a pile of 84Ds over here. I think I probably have maybe 11 or 12 of them in just a few rolls. It's a very common date. I will say that for sure. All right. 2000D right there. It's in pretty nice shape. So the doubling on here would, let's see if I can find somewhat of a pointer. So it would occur in this bay right here where you have Abraham, and the bays will be doubled diagonally on there. So you'll see like a diagonal. At first it looks like a die scratch, but it is indeed one of the columns tilted and doubled. So it's got a little bit of a rotation in there. So this will be the last zinc one, and then what I'll do is we'll take a look at some of those copper rolls. And what I'll do, because this is more entertaining for me than probably you in regards to the way I roll through it, and what I'm looking for is that I will do a selection of coppers, go through those on video. 2000 cam, That way you get a little, that way you're not just looking at zinc coins. That's not exciting at all. So 15s, 94. Oh, there's a really nice double die in 1996 too. So if we come across a 96 Philly, that is one that is definitely a contender for a nice coin. There's the 84D. I don't know why, but I'm kind of ready for a new design on the Lincoln Cent that's not the shield. I'm tired of it already. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but yeah, it's not my favorite. So as you can see, like right here, this square right here, I'm getting a little bit of sunlight that's coming in. Let me see if I could, because the sun is like right on my back. So we'll go ahead and move this over, and maybe that might do something for the better. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So we'll go ahead and pound this one. Now, this is a customer wrap roll, and I gotta say, these look like zincs as well. So, yeah, I'm completely wrong. These are not copper like I thought they would be. So shame on me for that. But this is such a random box, guys. It's not even funny. It's 83D. So the problem is I just lost my light. So let's see. No double deer there. Now, if I were living on the East Coast and I found nothing but a stockpile of various zinc coins, I wouldn't complain so much. But in this case, the West Coast Denver minted coins that are zinc have absolutely zero fanfare. Okay, they're lame to look through 24/7 if I had to. But you know, you can't discount them because some of the more valuable the more valuable varieties are Denver minted coins. So that's the only thing. You don't want to ignore these, that's for sure. I really want to ignore them, but you know, you just can't. There's 95D, 83D, which no. Nothing there, guys. Okay, let me see. I'll pull a roll out and know, yeah, this one feels like it's copper, so it feels heavier. No. Are you kidding me? Yeah, yay! Not gonna happen. 85, 95D. For all the trouble of going through these zinc coins, I surely hope that, there's 84D. Surely hope that it's going to return in kind with a phenomenal find. Because this is not going to be fun if there's going to be no varieties whatsoever. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go through this a second time to actually look for errors. It's not out of the question that I spend a whole day going through, there's 84D right there, going through a $25 box of coin because I would double check them each time. 93, of course, you know, they got the off metal transitionals that you want to keep an eye on. So that's a wide 92, so that's nothing. There's 88D. A lot of 2000Ds in here. So let's see. Let's go open the ends. Yeah, this one's copper. Jeez, about time. Oh, my life is just wasting away for you guys here. So, you know, 76, 74, 59. Very nice. It's the earliest. 69. 70, 73, 76, 77, Yeah, there's definitely a few dates in here where you could find double dies, repunchment marks. The 86 obviously is a good choice for a double die obverse, I believe, or reverse. Like I said, I'm going to double check through these. 1980 has a really nice double die obverse that you want to keep your eye on. 68, 79, 70, 77. So just an overall really cool mix of coins here for the coppers. Of course, a 63D right there. Of course, you're going to look for the 72s and 69Ss. We know... Ooh, that one's stuck together. 69D. Of course, we know what you can find in there. That's for sure. 79. 73D, which doesn't look too bad. Not a keeper in my book. I got a million of those in BU condition. 62Ds, 80. That's a nice, yeah, it's an okay 61. All right, so that's one copper right there. Let's see if we can find another. No, that's not zinc. That is zinc. This one's a brown wrapper. This one's a little bit more browner than the others. See that? Oh, that's zinc too. Stinky zinkies. Zinc. I have a lot of zinc to go through. This one feels tremendously heavier. And it is. Copper. Okay. Oh, let's see. 77, 71, 68, 60. That's like my favorite date of Lincoln Wheat or Lincoln Memorial set because there are a ton of varieties for that particular date. Now that one's not too fantastic looking. 66 has an awesome double die on both the obverse and reverse. Not on one coin, like not a dual variety or anything, but yeah. Check your cherry pickers guide, guys. As a matter of fact, if you haven't bought one, I got them available down below here in the little text box. So you just have to expand it. And yeah, purchase one on Amazon. I get a small, tiny percentage. Probably not enough to buy a cup of coffee. But that's okay. I will take it. It all adds up. So, 60D. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now we're cooking with gas. 79, 81. I'm not so sure I'll find any wheat cents in here. Of course, you know, stranger things have happened. There's a 69S, baby. No double die, though. You cannot miss it. A 64D right there. What do you got there? RPMs exist. Let's see. That's zinc. Captain Zinc. Yeah, these are zinc too. Let's go through them. Let's see what we got. Okay. 01, 86, 16. And these are all Denvers, by the way. What else is new? The Denver Mint needs to get their act together and put out a few varieties of their own. Yeah, U.S. Mint. You want to release a rare coin into circulation? How about you do it on purpose? That's cool. You don't see the formative years pennies that often anymore. They're all beaters, but that one looks actually decent. Too bad it's got a Denver Mint mark on there. 2004D, 99. I'll probably do one more roll after this. We'll see. Depends on how you guys feel. Let's see if I can find yeah, there's not nearly as many copper rolls in that box as I had anticipated. There you go. Is it a Philly? No, I can only be so lucky. The Philadelphia Lincoln Log reverse, yeah, the double thumb. I don't need to tell you. There's like a million bajillion different varieties for that particular double die. It's insane. So many die pairings. 84D. Can't tell. Can't tell. It's so late in the day where it's getting there. There's 98. Cam. 88D. And let's see another 88D. 85 and 87. All right. Let's see what we got here in this one. Ooh, we have some coppers. So let me know. Are you guys hoarding your copper cents, or what's going on? Copper is not exactly up there in value town. It's not. What was it before? $3 a pound 10 years ago, and it's not there. It's not there. That's for sure. But one day that'll happen. Can you imagine the price spike on copper if and when the melting ban goes away? Can you imagine? Can you imagine $10 a pound copper? People will be stealing so much wire out of the. There's a 72. First 72p. I'm going to have to get under a magnifier and see if we have anything noteworthy there. In the Bay Area, that was a huge issue. And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it was still a pretty big deal. The copper wire theft thing. So, you'd be driving out at night and then street light wouldn't be working anymore because someone took all of this stuff out of there. So... All right, so another 72 Philly. Always a welcome sight. There's a 69S, and I don't see anything there. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk. There's been talk for the better part of the last 10 years plus. Is the U.S. going to do away with the penny? The same way that Canada did the same thing. It's kind of hard to say. Would it be beneficial for everyone? They'll just have to round up or round down all the change at the stores and whatnot. So that would be the only thing. 70S looks like a large date. 70S. I'm getting some 72s, 72S's. All right. Yeah, I just want to keep going. You ever feel that way? With stinky zinkies. 60D. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Of course, you're going to want to look at errors, like dies, die breaks, cuds, die chips, that sort of thing. They're all very collectible. They may not be worth a ton, 59D, but at the very least, people love them. It's not unusual to see them sell for, a few bucks online. 64D. Yeah, right after this is the last roll, by the way, and then we are going to go under the microscope here in a second to look at a few choice coins that I pushed aside here. And let's see if we got anything. All right, starting out, first coin, 83D. There you go. How you like them apples? I actually based off of the recommendation of one of my viewers, they wanted to see me put the coin onto some sort of elevated platform surface, so that way I could just slide the coins across. And I think, you know what? That is a stupidly good idea. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so I'm sliding along here a few 83Ds so we can get some close-ups of primarily the ear, because I want to know if there is that double die ear thing happening. And I'm not seeing anything else there. So what else we have here? So these are 88s. And again, we're going to be looking for the transitional reverse of, I guess, what, 89? So this one is a standard 1988. This is what it's supposed to look like, the FG initials right here. So you see that? Oh, you can see my pencil lead pretty good. So it's going to look like that. It sits closer to the base of the monument. So that's that one there. That one's going back in the pile. So here's the next one here. It's a regular one. I'll have to check coppercoins.com to see if there is a... that's a regular one. To see if there is a repunch mint mark or some other, you know, variety that can be found on these. So these are all regular 88s, just the way as they are intended. Nothing fancy here. That one is another regular one. You can tell because the G will have a huge bottom bar that drops down, and these do not have that. All right, so those are all regular. Let's see, up next, let's explore a few 84Ds. Okay, I pulled aside a few of these. So we're going to be looking for double dice. It's going to show primarily in God We Trust and on the date. Okay, this one does not have it. But you can see you'll be able to see the separation, and it's actually an attractive looking coin if you could find one. But yeah, you get some pretty disgusting, gross, up-close imagery of some of the lint and goo and all that stuff, and dog hair, eyelashes, and various other foreign substances that we all love. So what's really interesting from this close, you could see the pull away of the copper coating that reveals the zinc core. Okay, so some people mistaken it for a repunch mint mark when they're not working with very good magnification. There's another 84D. I'm not seeing anything spectacular as far as varieties is concerned. So at the very least, it's worth a shot, right? Say we get to discover this together. So nothing of note there. There's a date. I think there is an RPM for 84. So we'll keep that in mind as well as we look through these here. All in all, I'd say it's a pretty good job, you know, with the magnification on this phone scope. I know a few of you were asking me where you could get something like this. So 5 years ago, Coin World magazine was running their ad for various goods in their magazine, and I just so happened to see it. $20 later, I own a phone scope, and I tried it out. And originally, I had an iPhone 4, if I'm not mistaken. That's how bad the quality of my photos were back in the day, as I had an iPhone 4. Put that on my iPhone 4, and it did an absolute splendid job. I loved it. So, nothing there. I don't see anything that's gonna come out and grab you. So here's the last 84 that I pulled aside. Of course, there's much more in the rolls, which I'll go through. All right, let's see what else we have here. We're gonna end off on the coppers. Oh, so here's more 84s. These actually look a little bit nicer. There you go. So I want to thank you guys for joining in this afternoon on this Saturday, wherever you're at. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate it. And again, this is a long video, so you guys beware on that. And this is another 84D. Yeah, the 84D double dies, the bottom of the 9 is definitely a lot more thicker. Here's the 95D, by the way. So you're going to have doubling in God We Trust on the 95Ds. Aside from that, yeah, there's nothing on that one there. Okay, so here's more 95Ds. Nothing there. All right. And I got, what, 6 or 7 of these. So it should be relatively quick. Yeah, the 95D double die offers, number one, is significantly higher valued than the 1995 double die offers, number one, that, you know, we heard about on TV and newspaper and magazines and radio and all that back in 1995 when these things came out. It was kind of like a mad panic to find some because people were selling them for like, what, 100, 200 bucks at the time. It was, man, it was insane. But I remember it like it was yesterday. I was still in high school then. Just a year away. I don't know. It's an 84D mixed in this pile here. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and check out these few copper sets here. We're going to start with a 64D. Again, there is a repunch mint mark in this that you can find. So there's the first one there. Nothing there. This one is a 59D. A little bit more variety there. So this one is not a repunch mint mark. That's a shame. I kind of wish there is. This one is a 60D. I think it's a small date. Yeah, see the small date there. So nothing there. Here's a 60D large date with a lot of stuff on it. It's not going to work. Here's a 72. Let's see here. We got a little bit of damage on there, but it's looking like there's nothing on here that's worth noting. Here's another 72. There you go. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see a doubling on there. Yeah, my wife is just turning on the oven, making some noise. That's my cue. We get just a few coins left here. That's a 60D large date. And, yeah, nothing there. Oh, yeah, it looks like it has a rotated RPM, which is not fantastic. Now, this is interesting. Here, this is a 64D. So let me see if I can flip this coin around and look at the bottom part of the I thought it was interesting. I thought it's all doubling. But after a while, these coins play tricks on your mind. Yeah, it looks like it has machine doubling. You see the machine doubling in the date. Let me see if I can spin this around. Of course, it has a little bit of that mint red on there. So, yeah, I don't see anything funny here with this one. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little machine doubling on there on the date. It's not a lot that's worth mentioning. And then we have one more 60D here. There you go, which is by far the cleanest 60 in the whole bunch. But that's going to wrap it up for now. Geez, at the very least, let me, let's do that. So before you head out, let me show you just kind of a neat coin if I could find it. So you guys know what store tokens are and that sort of thing. So this is an 1853 seated Liberty half dollar. Arrows and rays reverse. Of course, this one's pretty worse for the wear, but it is counter stamped with a New York currency broker. All right, J.M. Taylor, Chatham Street, corner James, New York, which is also just New York. Okay. But anyways, I love counter stamps, and this one is a neat piece, and it's not incredibly rare. It's hard to find one with a seated half-dollar host coin, which is what it's stamped on. The more common host coin is a seated Liberty quarter with the arrows and rays on it. So, you know, I figured I'd end it with a nice little something at the end, something different, to get away from all the pennies and all that. So, yeah, you guys put a little Visine in your eyes. We're all done, thank God. Thank you for your time again on this one, and taking time out of your Saturday afternoon to join your boy Blue Ridge Silverhound. You guys have a wonderful day. Again, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. As always, the best way you could support me is like, share, subscribe. The like button especially is important. If you guys want to shout out on the next video, I didn't do any on this one because I knew it would be a long video anyways. But the next video, yeah, go ahead and send me your requests below in the comments section. You guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I shall talk to you soon. You guys take care.